Over to your college football week
11.
Week 2 picks. Week 2 picks. That didn't make a lot of sense.
Week
I
two,
apologize
yeah.
for that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You should have made a Stranger Things reference.
There's
11.
Yes! Week 11.
Yeah.
Week 11.
I haven't seen season 2 yet. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers in the comments, people.
More vans will be flipped. I don't know. Anyway, last weekend we had some upsets, which was awesome.
These last 2 weeks have been great in
Oh
terms
my
of
God.
chaos. I love it.
Iowa, you're amazing.
I fucking love Iowa. I love the entire state of Iowa.
MSU spent the season doing this, so we can't really be shocked.
I still kind of am though. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm just I got so used to them being bad last year, and now I'm like, oh, they're good again.
Yeah.
What?
Not only
How?
are they good, they're fucking legitimately better than Michigan,
Yeah.
which I didn't think was going to happen for at least another year.
They're much better than Michigan. They beat Penn State. They're probably going to beat Ohio State this week.
They could. I mean, you know, what are we looking at? I hate to look
We'll get
ahead,
there.
but
We'll get there when
yeah.
we get there. Yeah.
I'm just glancing at it now. I'm going to say probably not.
Yeah, I love the entire state of Iowa. They're my college football darlings
I
this
can't
year.
even believe it. I mean, I remember one year when Ole Miss and Mississippi State were really good. There was an article in the New York Times Magazine about it. I fully expect one on Iowa.
Yeah. Well, except neither of them are undefeated. They're both got like three losses. So.
True. That was when Miss Mississippi State were undefeated.
I mean, Iowa just demolished Ohio State. Like, pretty much from the jump. It was amazing.
That was incredible. That was the game that says, yeah, you're not going to the playoff. That's like the no playoff stamp.
Did you see that like trick play they ran for a touchdown in the
I
second
haven't watched
half?
the highlights yet.
Watch the highlights.
I've got to check
Kirk
them out.
Ferentz, who's usually like as straight-laced of a football coach as you could possibly get, busted out the bag of tricks to try and embarrass Urban Meyer. It was amazing.
That is awesome.
And our man Spencer Hall, I believe, tweeted like Kirk Ferentz needs to walk out to midfield, instead of shaking hands, just hand him a Papa John's pizza or something like that. That was beautiful.
That is beautiful.
It was beautiful.
So let's dive in to this pool of games. On Friday night, we kind of debated this one for a while. We weren't really sure if we should include it.
I had to lobby for this one. John and I duked it out in the parking lot of In-N-Out.
And I decided that I really understand where Raymond's coming from with this one. It's number 9 Washington at Stanford at 7:30 at night. And now the reason we're including this one is because of how ASU was able to hold Washington to 9 points.
9 points.
And we believe Stanford can do something similar.
Yeah, obviously Washington struggles against teams with legit defenses. I believe Stanford has a semi-legit defense.
Yep.
And
you would say, well, they allowed 300 and something yards last week, but me and Eamon looked, and Washington State gets at least 300 yards in every game.
That's something that Mike Leach should be furious about. Like, we only got 390 yards.
For him, that's like getting 90 yards passing offense. So that's normal. Yeah.
Granted, that game was played in the cold and the snow.
Fucking
but,
less than 37 degrees.
Yeah.
It was. My dad said it was snowing in Seattle.
It was snowing. It was snowing in Pullman.
It was snowing in Pullman. Yeah. Those Stanford kids are not built for snow.
Yeah, it was snowing in Pullman. Yeah, it was the first. I saw it. It was the first game that Stanford's played in the snow since 1930 something.
What the fuck? Really?
Crazy. Yeah.
Jesus.
I was like, I know they only go to Oregon and Washington are the only places in the Pac-12 where it snows occasionally, but still, it's surprising.
That is a little bit insane.
Anyways, I think this could be a low-scoring, rough and tough game.
Oh, absolutely.
And I give it 3.5 stars.
I'm going to agree with you. 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
It could turn bad quickly if Stanford's defense doesn't hold.
I hope it does.
I hope it does too. This could be really
I
fun.
want a beaten down Stanford team going into the big game.
Absolutely. On Saturday morning, we have Saturday morning football for you. At 9 a.m., we kick it off with Oklahoma State, number 15, at number 21, Iowa State. Team that we're always pulling for.
This could end up legitimately being the most fun game of the day, and it's the first game of the day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, Iowa State is the giant killer this year. Oklahoma State is this offensive juggernaut of a team that doesn't play much defense. Like, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, they've got 6 spots between
Both
them.
teams coming off a loss, so they'll be hungry.
both, and they're separated by only 6 spots. But at the end of the day, Eamon pointed out that they are very closely matched.
Yeah, this will be a really fun game.
It's funny how the Big 12 is like that this year.
Yeah, I give this one 4.5, man.
I'm gonna give this one 4
right.
for sure. That could be really a fun game. Also at 9 a.m. we have another fun game with 2 teams that are one after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Number 12 Michigan State University at number 13 Iowa State. Is it technically a university? I mean, it's really just a sports franchise.
It is. It's
still accredited.
For now. I mean,
might not be for long, but for now, it is still the Ohio State University, not the Ohio State Sports Franchise Corporation.
and these are 2 teams who've both beaten Penn State, so that for that they should be applauded.
Yep.
And this is really to determine
A spot in the Big Ten champ game.
Honestly, yeah.
Because these guys are in the same division.
Yeah.
Michigan's got no chance.
Mhm.
Penn State is now has no chance.
Right. So who saw that coming? I mean, honestly.
I didn't. I thought they were going to run the table. Well, not run the table, but run the table into the playoff. And
Yeah. I would give the edge to this one to Ohio State because they're playing at home, but only very slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan State's playing with a lot of fire right now.
Last week they beat
Penn
Penn
State.
State. The week before they beat
Um,
someone else.
Yeah.
And
someone else.
they're going to keep beating teams, and I'm going to keep forgetting what teams they beat, but they're going to
Naturally.
keep beating teams, and I don't even know what a team is anymore.
I give this one 4 stars.
I give this one 4 stars as well. This could actually be quite fun. We could see another Urban Meyer sad moment in his own stadium.
You can never have too many.
It'll have taken 3 losses to get him there this time, but I believe this could be once again, as tradition often ends.
People were talking.
MSU will once again send him into the depths of the stadium.
People were talking of J.T. Barrett as a Heisman contender after 1 quarter he played against Penn State, and that just came crashing down last week, and I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Eamon Shannon, let me tell you a story. In number 2013, the year 2013, in September, I believe it was, me and my brother Peter walked up behind Memorial Stadium, used our student athletics passes to get into the student section, and we watched J.T. Barrett go out there and play extremely average. And I was very disappointed that I did not get to see Braxton Miller on the field.
I believe I was in the press box for that game.
I believe you were in the press box for that game, and my brother had the flu, so we were there for about 10 minutes.
Cal was in that game for about a quarter and a half.
Yeah, as I recall, actually, yeah.
That was. I think that was Jared Goff's sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
Cal was still
was his sophomore year.
rounding into shape.
Yep, because actually, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
because when I used to stand in line behind him at lunch. Was that when he was a freshman or a sophomore?
probably freshman. But he was.
Well,
yeah,
that was the year I was standing behind him
maybe,
at lunch.
Maybe he was a sophomore then. Yeah, that was his sophomore year for sure.
Did he stay 3 years?
Yeah.
Oh, he did stay 3 years. Yeah, that's why. Because I was gonna say he was there my senior year. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's my story about J.T. Barrett. He's very average. I mean, what are you gonna say?
He played
hasn't
one
changed,
amazing
really.
quarter, and that shouldn't. I don't know why people were talking about Heisman, but whatever. Anyways, no, just because he goes to Ohio State.
They won a championship on Truckdale Jones.
Truckdale,
Not on J.T. Barrett.
12:30, we got number 20 Iowa, the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, now we move to the 12:30 games.
At number 8 Wisconsin, undefeated Wisconsin,
but
getting no respect, and I mean
none from me.
you understand it because they haven't really played anybody. This is their biggest test until
coming out moment.
I mean they do play Michigan coming up, but for whatever that's worth. So this is their biggest game so far.
Yeah. As me as an Eamon discussed at In-N-Out, I have zero belief in this Wisconsin team. I apologize heavily. I'll apologize even more next week if they actually blow the Iowa out of the water. I think Iowa's going to come in there and kick their ass all the way to the freaking curb.
That'd be impressive.
And I think the committee will do an unprecedented, potentially 8 to 10 spot drop for this loss.
Yikes.
I think it's going to be a harsh one. I think they're ready to punish these guys heavily. They don't like being made to look like fools, and if Wisconsin loses, it's blown out. They're going to look really stupid.
Keep your eyes on that one.
Sorry, I'm mean sometimes.
Very, very bitter.
Oh, I don't know about Camp Randall. No, I'm just kidding. I always root for Wisconsin. I really hope that they can pull out.
Yeah, they're one of those
one.
teams that I have no problems with.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, cool.
I really hope they can trick it out of this one. Are they in the same division as MSU and Ohio State?
No, I don't think so.
They're in the other one. Oh yeah, they are in the other one. That's why they're.
I can never remember.
You're right. They're in the other one. That's why they're a lock for the Big Ten championship.
Yeah.
So they're going to the Big Ten championship no matter what.
Yeah. This is their biggest test before that.
Yeah. So
I give that one 4 stars.
I'm gonna give it 4 stars as well. I think it could potentially be close, but I am leaning toward an Iowa kind of leading it by 10 for most of the game. Also at 12:30, we have the number 1 team in the country according to the playoff rankings, Georgia Bulldogs. They will be playing at the University of Auburn, number 10.
It's a common theme.
I got him.
That was
Brutal. I know.
that was it.
It was mean. Sorry.
Oh boy, that's
apologize.
that's going on the internet for the entire world to see.
I'm bad.
So in a common theme this week, I think this is Georgia's biggest test
Yep.
so far, and probably their biggest test until they
Is it
play.
the biggest one of the season before the championship game?
I think so. Until they play Bama.
I don't think they play anyone more challenging than this.
No, I don't think so either. It's their biggest test until they play Bama in the SEC championship game.
Bama's biggest mistake this year, unless Nick Saban's secret plan this entire time was to get Georgia in the championship game, was that Bama just made a poor schedule. Why would you choose a poor schedule when you're Alabama? I don't know.
No reason to.
Yeah, there's really no reason to. I mean, they made this schedule. I know they make them several years in advance, but Alabama had come off of a title win. When
Georgia's remaining schedule is Kentucky and at Georgia Tech.
Oh joy!
So chalk them up for, if they win this one, chalk them up for an undefeated record going into the SEC game.
And I'd imagine Vegas will give them 6 points on Bama.
You think so?
I think they might. If they're undefeated.
I think it'd be closer than that. I bet it'd be like
2,
3 points, maybe 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah. But we'll get there when we get there. So do you have any faith in Auburn this week? At Auburn?
I think if Georgia turns the ball over 2 or 3 times and Auburn cashes in, this could be Auburn's game. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be
a really good one.
Less than 1 possession between the two.
Agreed. 4.5.
I'm going to give it 4.5 as well. I believe in this game.
All right.
12:30 p.m. I'll even try to tune in if I can. If I can tune in, I will. Let's scroll down to 5 p.m. The Texas Christian University, number 6 in the country. We're thinking of all you people in Texas right now. I saw some people in the television footage wearing TCU shirts because I know it's TCU territory down there.
Yeah.
So hang in there, folks. And Texas Christian University is going to be playing Oklahoma, number 5. This is going to be a fucking tough ass matchup because this is one of those this is all the marbles for the Big 12.
Yeah. This more or less, unless OK State somehow sneaks into it, this is more or less they're going to play each other again.
That's what's
going to be a rematch in a few weeks.
Oh my god, the Big 12 still has not divided the conference. So this is the first year of the championship game, and they're just going to have the top 2 play.
Yeah.
It's like the most half-assed championship game of all time.
What else would you expect? Doesn't take it away from the fact that this should be a great game.
It absolutely should be a great game.
The two teams who have been far and away the best teams in this conference this year.
I just don't want to have the same game over again in December. Why?
I know. It'd be one thing if they'd played each other like last month and they were going to play each other again, but like so soon after is a little annoying.
I virtually guarantee that they might set a low record for television watching for that game.
Maybe.
For college.
Depends how this game goes.
Depends how this game goes.
If it's a blowout, yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. I think it's going to be really good. I'm going to give it 5 stars.
Woo!
I think 6 and 5 is damn accurate for both of these
I think
teams.
both these 5 o'clock games might be 5 stars. I'm going 5 stars as well.
Okay.
And I'm bummed I won't be able to really watch either of them all the way through.
So I'm going to have to watch them for him. My girlfriend's going to have to be like, why are we can't we go out?
I want you to text me the play-by-play.
Yeah, we can't go out tonight, Ellen. You don't understand. I'm watching for 2 right now.
I want to be able to watch over my shoulder. And we only have one TV at this bar, so we'll have to pick one of these games to watch.
Oh my god. carry the remote with you, and everybody will just be looking for it the whole time.
Yeah. Luckily, I think I might be able to watch most of it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. So you got that going for you.
Then, probably the most hyped game of the week. We'll see if it's actually the best game of the week. Number 3, Notre Dame, fighting Irish at number 7, Miami Hurricanes. The Canes. The turnover chain. This is oh man, this game is gonna be so much fun.
This is so good.
This
We're bringing back a really traditional matchup.
Miami's undefeated.
I'm not gonna call it a rivalry because it's much more than that.
Miami's undefeated. Unfortunately their schedule is such that they haven't really played that many great teams, and if the times they have,
it's been close.
Well, except last week they played Virginia Tech and kind of
shredded them.
That
was one of those ones where I thought it might be close.
That was the first time this year I was like, okay, I see why Miami is as highly ranked as they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was also at home. So coming into this, and Notre Dame is really good. Their offensive line is legit.
Yeah,
like maybe the best offensive line in the country.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what Miami's going up against. I believe I was saying I don't know that they have it in them to knock off Notre Dame, but I will be rooting like hell for them to do so.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know if they'll be able to take Notre Dame on either. I think Notre Dame, I don't know if they're third in the country, but I know that they're probably, unfortunately, better than Miami, which is sad, but Miami does have a real chance when they're playing at home.
Thing is, Miami's quarterback is just not that good.
No.
If they had
no Kaya. Which is not saying much. Which is not saying much at all, but he really is not even Brad Kaya level.
No. If they had, I don't know, someone the level of JT Barrett, who's like not amazing, but he's good, like,
No.
I would give them a real shot in this game.
Absolutely.
Even so, I'm going to give it 5 stars.
Still going to give it 5 stars.
Of course.
Damn straight.
Of course. How could you not?
We're playing in Miami Gardens at Hard Rock Stadium.
That place is going to be jumping.
The Raiders were there on fucking Thursday.
Sunday.
The Raiders were there on Sunday. Looked awful. Not gonna lie to you. Somehow won.
Yeah.
The Raiders are kind of similar to the U in terms of the general culture of the team, I think, and so we're gonna have the U there. Go.
We're battery is low.
Oh, battery is low.
This is John. I'm Eamon.
Next time.
See you next time.
We'll see you. Goodbye.